Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set, 8, read.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
General West.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Michelle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This is Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. No score after... One on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
At the Chargers' 28-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Snap.
Throwing on second down. Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Adams has it, complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. They'll check this one down to Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Let's go. 50. Plant.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Tannehill. And that's complete to Adams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51, Mike. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing. offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill looking deep down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up a throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Ready? 10 over.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on. Hey, high 7. 45.
To throw is Tannehill. He's got Adams on the hookup. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, watch the slant. Hit it.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And an alley to run. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Michelle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Michelle, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They run it here with Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. 23 yards, the final tally. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And his pass incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Tannehill throwing again. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Get the spot.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And Adams has it complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Devlin will try to power it in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Tannehill now to throw. And he he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
On the ready.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Here we go. 8, read. 5.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Set 30 base.
Now Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Set 18 Gator. Pick it up. Get it.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for New England, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.